Hi, welcome to today's live video. Every Thursday, I go live and talk about a health or fitness tip or trick that I think can really help you level up your health and really help you to reach your weight loss goals. My name is Lisa, and I am your certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, certified faster way to fat loss coach, and I've been doing this for over 16 years. I have seen all the fad diets. I have tried them all myself. My clients have tried them all, and we have now found the best way to feel your best. But today we're going to talk about the key to debloating, and it's not what you think. So right now, I'm going to dive into, there are 3 things I want to go into. First off, what is the key to debloating? Again, it's probably not what you think, but it is water or hydration. So water is so important to your body, to your muscles, to your skeletal system, and to debloating. Because there's a bug in here. If you are dehydrated, your body actually will bloat up. So if you're thinking, gosh, I feel really bloated, then how much water have you had to drink today? And I know some of you are saying, I don't like to drink water. I've got you covered, so stay tuned. All right, so hydration is essential for maintaining energy levels, regulating our body temperature, ensuring smooth muscle and joint function. And when you are well hydrated, your body performs its best. And I know you know this because there are days when you probably haven't drank enough water, or maybe you just drank a bunch of coffee and then you have like a headache coming on, which we're going to talk about that. Or you maybe feel like bloated, or you're just like, gosh, like my skin after a few days, like my skin does not look very good. That is all a sign of not enough hydration or not enough water. If you are dehydrated, you will have those effects of headaches, of your skin looking like shallow, of reduced endurance, increased risk of injuries, dry mouth, being thirsty. Like if you are thirsty, that means that you're dehydrated. It doesn't mean like you're slightly dehydrated or like, oh, I should drink some water now. It's like you should have drank water like an hour ago. Okay, so get your water. And you can put it in whatever you want to put it in. It doesn't matter. But you do want to drink your water. You can flavor it, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But a lot of people will say, I have a hard time recovering from workouts. I get headaches. Maybe you feel faint or dizzy. And the first thing I always ask is, how much water are you drinking? And a lot of people say, oh, I'm fine. I drink plenty of water. But do you actually know how much water you're drinking? Do you track your water? So if not, I want you to start today at tracking your water so you can see how much water you are drinking. So general guideline for water is half your body weight in ounces of water per day. If you're not there, like so for easy math for me, if you weigh 200 pounds, that would be 100 ounces of water. So just start tracking today. Don't try to drink 100 ounces of water today. Just track and see where you're at. If you're at 50 ounces of water today, then tomorrow, can you drink 8 more ounces? And then the next day, can you drink 8 more ounces until you've reached your 100 ounces or whatever that might be for you. Now, if you are someone who's very active, if you work out, if you do activities outside in the summer, or if you live in a place where it's very hot and humid all the time, if you take hot yoga, if you go in the sauna, anything like that, you do want to add an additional 16 ounces for every 30 minutes of physical activity you do. Now, if you're just leisurely walking, you don't really need to, as long as you're drinking half your body weight in ounces of water per day. But again, if you do HIIT classes, if you're lifting weights, sauna, hot yoga, working outside, you're definitely going to want to drink an additional 16 ounces for every 30 minutes of physical activity that you have. Okay, so like I said, common signs of dehydration is headache, muscle fatigue. That's what I see a lot when I work with clients or people coming to me asking me kind of what's wrong with them. I mean, this is kind of simple. It's kind of simple. My 20-year-old college son will call me and be like, oh, I have a headache. And I'm like, why do you think you have a headache? And he says, probably didn't drink enough water. I was like, yes. So instead of reaching for the over-the-counter Advil or Tylenol, drink some water. That's simple, okay? So you're welcome. I just saved you $10. You don't have to go buy Advil or Tylenol anymore for your headaches. You just need to drink your water. So again, you're welcome. $10 in your pocket. You can go get like a coffee or something. So the other thing that you want to think about, and I just had a client that I train at the gym tell me this yesterday. She's like, I know you said I'm supposed to drink half my body weight in ounces of water, but I really just get bored with drinking water. And she said, I don't drink soda, but I just really get bored with water, so I will just choose to not drink anything. Okay, here is another like free tip for you. Stop buying the Crystal Light and the little squeezy packet. I don't even know what they're called, Mizzo, or I don't even know, something like that. They're like liquid sweetener you put in your water. Just don't. Just cut up a lemon, a lime, and an orange and put a slice of each in your water, and it will taste like you're at the spa. It's delicious. If you want it to taste maybe not so sweet, you could put a little celery or a cucumber slice in there. I love adding raspberries and mint to my water. I love doing that in the summer. It's very refreshing. In the winter, I love adding a slice of grapefruit to my water because it just has like that little bit of a bite that I kind of like in the wintertime. So there are very inexpensive ways that you can flavor your water so that you can or want to drink more water. Now, there are other things you can do as well, like eat more water-rich foods. So that's going to include things like watermelon and cucumbers. Those foods have a high water count in them, so it can be easier on your body to digest and to get some more water in. Now, I don't recommend counting that towards your water goal, but it is another way to increase the hydration is by eating foods that have a high water count. If you're someone who, you're like, I don't like drinking water. I don't want to carry around this big thing, which I get that. I don't carry it around either. It's just at my house. Here's some things that you can do to help you. Set reminders on your phone or your computer for every hour. When they go off, that's a signal to you to drink some water. Make sure to carry a water bottle when you go out. Now, I do not carry this. This is entirely too big. It barely fits in my cup holder. It's just too big. It's heavy. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but it's good for at home. I carry a smaller water bottle, a 16-ounce water bottle for when I go out. I always have it with me. Doesn't matter if I'm going 20 minutes or 4 hours, I have my water bottle with me because that way I continue to stay hydrated. Now, I know some of you are going to say, but I don't want to have to go to the bathroom. Okay, first off, that's like human nature to go to the bathroom. I don't know why everyone has an issue with going pee somewhere. It's not a big deal. Just use the Target bathrooms. Use the grocery store bathrooms. It's really not that big of a deal, okay? It's better for your body for you to be hydrated than it is for you to be afraid of using the Target bathrooms. I don't really get that. I know they're not the cleanest, and I know you don't really want to use them. I get that, but I would rather have good looking skin. I would rather not be dehydrated than be afraid to use the bathrooms, okay? Now, I can get an airplane. I generally don't use the bathrooms on airplanes. I really try to monitor my water intake when I'm on a plane, so I can understand that. Or maybe if you're in a long car ride, I do have some tips for you on that too. But if you're just out and about running errands, let's stop using that as an excuse that you just don't want to use the public bathroom, because being hydrated is better for your health than being afraid to use the public bathroom, all right? And if you're really that afraid, you can bring your own Lysol wipes and whatever else people use. So there you go. Okay, so the next thing is if you have very light yellow urine, you're probably properly hydrated. If though you don't, you're not. So increase that water intake. The other thing I was going to say about bladder issues. So I know someone who is a physical therapist, and she kind of deals with bladder and pelvic floor issues for women. And she was on my podcast a few years ago now, but her episode was the most listened to episode, the most downloaded episode I've ever had. And this is what she said, and it's always stuck with me, and I tell my clients this. A lot of people, when they first start drinking more water, will say, I'm getting up at night to go to the bathroom. So, listen up. it is normal to have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night 0 to 1 time. 0 to 1 time. If you are getting up and going to the bathroom more than that, that is an issue of a pelvic floor dysfunction or a bladder issue, and you would want to go talk to a pelvic floor bladder specialist or physical therapist that specializes in pelvic floor for women. If you are in the Twin Cities, Wisconsin, or Des Moines area, let me know. I've got some people I can give you. But what she said was, when you start drinking more water, when you become hydrated, the reason you have to go to the bathroom so much is because your dehydrated urine has more acid in it, and that is irritating to the bladder, so it wants to empty. Once you become hydrated, your urine is not as acidic, and so your bladder does not feel the need to empty as much, okay? That is why, I've been tracking my water for years. I drink a lot of water. Like, I drink about 100 to 120 ounces of water a day. I'd never get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, ever. Like, the only time I do is, like, if I'm sick, or I don't even know when. I guess when I was pregnant I did, but that's it. Like, I never get up, and I am mid-40s, people, okay? And that is very true, because my clients will say, initially I haven't had to get up to go to the bathroom a lot. But as I continued to drink the water, as I continued to drink more water and become hydrated, I did not have to get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And that's true. So again, if you are having to get up in the middle of the night multiple times, it could be a different issue, which is why you should go see a pelvic floor physical therapist. But if it's just because you're drinking more water, you just have to keep at it, because your body will get hydrated, and then that urine is not as acidic to the bladder, making the bladder want to empty as much. So just think of that, because I personally thought that was fascinating, but I'm also kind of like a body geek like that. Like, I think those kind of things are really fascinating. So I think that's fascinating. So there is your tip for that. If you get up a lot in the middle of the night, maybe you're just dehydrated actually. All right. If you have any questions on hydration, let's put them below. I also want to talk really quick on electrolytes. This is what I think about electrolytes. I think they're great for a lot of people. There are 2 products that I would recommend. If you're interested in the 2 products, I would recommend just put below 2, so the number 2, and I can send you the links to them and why I recommend them. But a lot of the products out on the market are full of sugar, which we don't need in our body. They're very processed, and they're full of things that you don't want to be ingesting. So these are the 2 products I found on the market that are the cleanest and they're the safest for you to use. Of course, if you are on any prescription medication, you should always speak with your doctor first, but these 2 generally have been cleared by most doctors and are safe to use for most people. But again, make sure to talk to your physician before you start any sort of supplementation or hydration products. So again, just put the word 2 below if you're interested in learning more about the 2 hydration products that I take to help me stay hydrated. All right, I can't wait to hear from you guys, and I will talk to you again soon.